Pantry. So today I'm going to bring you along for another big green egg cook. I'm super excited. I've got a turkey breast, and you know, Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and I kind of wanted to practice and smoke a turkey breast on here prior to the big day. And so that's what we're doing today. And I hope that you come along for the whole thing, and if you like this video, maybe give me a thumbs up. Go down in the About section below and check out all the links that I've left for you. I've got my Wildtree website as well as my Facebook page, my mailing address. I've even got Zaycon Foods link where you can go sign up for free, and they'll notify you of an event in your area, and you can get deep discounted quality meats in bulk. So that being said, let's go do another big green egg cook and see how a smoked turkey breast comes out. Come on. Well, I'm excited that you stayed for this because we're gonna get smoked / cooked turkey breast. It's kind of getting late in the afternoon, and so we'll finish it off by cooking, but I'm gonna put some smoke on it in the beginning. And I've got the big green egg heating up right now, and it's cold outside, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a rub together. And I'm going to use Wildtree's Java Rub, and I love doing this, but I like enhancing and making it my own. So you add this one. They don't put anti-caking agents in their seasonings because that silicone dioxide, which you find in your purses and shoes, that little packet that says do not eat, a lot of seasonings will have that in there, and we're not supposed to be eating it, but they keep trying to feed it to us. So I just break it up. This is a brand new jar. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons of Wildtree's Java Rub, and it is low sodium. It's really nice. It's great on pork. It's super on poultry as well. So it's got sea salt, sugar, paprika, black pepper, espresso coffee, chipotle powder, garlic, allspice, orange powder, thyme, and oregano. And this actually pairs up really well with the sauce I'm going to finish this with. I'm also going to pair this team up with one of my other favorite spice companies, that's Tango Spice, and he's got a midnight espresso. And Joe, I'm just about out of this and my Southwest Sunset. So we're going to put a tablespoon of that in there. These two together are phenomenal. Let's see, and his ingredients list is granulated sugar, ancho chili, sea salt, espresso, coriander, black pepper, and oregano. So it really enhances what we've got going on with the other spice blend. I'm going to add a little bit more cracked black pepper because we really like pepper. Then some Himalayan pink. I'm going to add a little bit of heat, some red pepper flakes, just a dash. And then one more thing, I want a little bit more paprika, and I'm going to use smoked paprika. So maybe we'll say a teaspoon. That was probably not even a teaspoon. We just need a little more color on it. Take your whisk, and this is plenty for this turkey breast. And this turkey breast, bone in, I bought, and it came with the back portion of the rib cage as well. And so I thought, ooh, that'd be really good. I was going to save it for soup, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and smoke it right alongside this and use it for greens like I do with my smoked turkey legs. So I'm going to show you how I get this done. And I'm putting gloves on because I don't need a mess. And this is probably going to get a little messy. And you don't want that. And you want to bring your meat up to room temperature. Most of you guys already know that. So, and that rub is only going to be used for this, not going for anything else. So I'm going to wash this down just with water, rinse off any goo from the inside of the packaging. And what I'd like to do is get up under this skin as good as you can without, you know, tearing through the whole thing, because we want to get some of that rub up under the skin. So you're going to come in from both sides, and there's just like that membrane under there that attaches it. Get up underneath that, and that way you can get your hands in there and get the rub in there. Go on this side, And I don't need to be as meticulous about this piece, the back piece, because I'm not really worried about. I just want the smoke on it. I think that's good enough. And then we're going to put our rub in, and literally you're going to take your hands, sprinkle it on, get this on as good as you can, and then we're going to go up under the skin, right where we put those pockets of stuff. And I've got my cutting boards out here because I'm getting ready to cut up some more venison, so I'll have to clean this up now. Okay, so you really got to get that up under the skin, and oh, it's going to be delicious. And then we are going to go out to the grill as soon as it is ready. I'm going to put this on smoke at about 250 for probably 3 hours. And then if we need to, if we're not up to temperature, and we want this up to 165, if we don't get it up to temperature by then, we will go ahead and crank the heat up a little bit and let her finish off. I'm going to flip this over and do the underside as well, and then we're good to go. All right, okay, so guys, it's really cold out here, and I'm going to check. We've been maintaining about 280, 275, 280. It was at 250 for a couple of hours, and I'm just slowly letting it get up to like 300. We're going to get dark early because it's daylight savings time now. So, and oh, doesn't that look fantastic? Oh my gosh. And I actually put some venison on here to see how that would do, and that's done. So I'm going to take those off, just little medallions of venison. Put some smoke on them and see how we like that. Got that back meat here and this turkey breast, so it's getting really close. It looks fabulous. And what I might go ahead and do is tint this, and really the smoke's gone, but go ahead and not tint it, but wrap it in foil so we keep some of that moisture in there, and baste this with an apple beer. Well, actually, I've got a better idea. So let me go in and make my basting. I pulled the turkey breast off the smoker. I'm going to go ahead and tint this in heavy aluminum foil while I make my glaze or sauce to go on this. And it's at 165 internal temperature right now. So it's plenty done. And it doesn't have to be sealed airtight, but certainly give it some foil wrapping. And the residual heat will finish cooking it, and it is going to be fantastic. So we'll do this, make our sauce. Okay, so our sauce couldn't be easier. It's really good, and it's absolutely simple as can be. So I've got maybe a teaspoon and a half of butter to get this started. And we're going to go ahead and add, again, midnight espresso, maybe a heaping teaspoon, and Wild Tree's Java Rub. We're going to go with a heaping teaspoon of that to mirror the flavors of my rub. And then just let that kind of brown a little bit. And it starts bringing out all the flavors of the rub. So then I've got sugar-free. And I like sugar-free just to try to control that. Orange marmalade. And you want about a half a cup of that orange marmalade in there. And you can find that almost anywhere. So just let that kind of melt down, and look at that. Oh, it's already fantastic. And then we just want a little shot of apricot liqueur. About a tablespoon, we'll say. Actually, I said that wrong. It's apricot brandy, but you guys get the picture. A little tablespoon of that, and then we're going to move to the kicker in this whole thing. And you don't need much of this to get the flavor to come through, but we're going to add a little squirt of sriracha, because you know Angie loves it. And so does Dan and Sal and all my buddies out there on YouTube. Anyway, then you want to go ahead, give it a taste, let it simmer, let the alcohol cook out. I think it needs more sriracha. Okay, and we should be good to go. And this, I'm just gonna baste that turkey breast with this and let it sit there and rest until we're ready to eat. So we'll let this come up to a simmer for about 5 minutes. Let that alcohol burn off and cook off, and everything get really caramelized and delicious. So here's the end result of this beautiful smoked turkey breast. And we're gonna go ahead and, we don't want to eat the skin, so that's gonna come off, but I'm gonna go ahead and slice into this. And hopefully you can see all that and see the smoke ring. This is rested on the counter a good half hour because we were busy with other things. Look at that. You got a beautiful smoke ring around the outside, and we're just going to take that piece of breast meat minus the skin because we put all the flavor underneath, so you can see that rub on there. And I was going to baste this, and I thought, well, we're not going to eat the skin anyway, so I'm just going to dish up some slices, and we're going to baste it on the plate. And again, take that skin off, and delicious. It looks fantastic. I cannot wait. And then we're going to have leftover lunch meat, and see, you can see even as long as it's rested, it's still really hot inside, and it feels really moist. So when I get the rest of this plated up, I'll bring you back for a final plate and sauce and let you see what it looks like and tastes like. So we have some steamed pumpkin, and I steamed that with a little bit of brown sugar, some cinnamon, and it's going to be delicious. And then I have our reduction here and or glaze that we're going to just spoon right over that turkey, and it's going to be fantastic. And it's gotten nice and thick, and it'll be just great to go alongside this. So let's get a bite, and look at that. It's kind of pretty. See how this came out. Well, a little bit of that smoke ring, a little bit of that sauce. We don't want anybody to know I was in here. That is fabulous. You can taste the hint of brandy in the background, but the midnight espresso and the Java rub really come through on this. And it has that really good big green egg smoky flavor. And I'll take a bite of these just because. Love that cinnamon. So I truly hope this inspires you to step outside the box. Maybe think about getting a big green egg or doing a turkey breast a little bit differently. Barbecue, smoke it. You can do it in your oven and smoke it. And as always, guys, I can't wait to see you next time. Hope you go down in the description box and check out all the links I've left for you, and leave me a comment and let me know how you liked it.